So Warren Gatland has come nice and early out of the blocks with his team. Only one change to the starting 15, but a couple of other changes elsewhere. And unsurprisingly, Sam Costello, he comes in replacing Ioan Lloyd. Lloyd struggled a bit in that England game. I mean, he had a big chance there because Costello was injured but didn't quite take it in the second half. The game went away from him. George Ford took control. So Costello is back in, but he is still not nailed on yet, although he was the first choice. That means Kai Evans drops out completely. So those two fly halves seem to be going at it at the moment. Another change sees the injured Archie Griffin drop out, and he struggled last week off the bench in the scrum and being injured. That's a tough day for the youngster, but he'll have better days. The experienced Dylan Lewis coming in. So yeah, that gamble didn't quite pay off, but he's sticking with some of the other youngsters. Alex Mann retains at blindside. He played pretty well, but did get powered through by Ben Earl for that try for England, a decisive try in the end. And Gatland is trying more youngsters. He's clearly looking to the future, trusting in these guys. Yes, it might be a bit early before their peak, but he's getting them in there. Mackenzie Martin, another promising back row. I mean, he's a serious specimen as well, 6'5", takes the place of Basham. So he's getting these youngsters in there. Maybe they're in a little bit earlier than maybe they'd have expected. You know, the likes of Falatau, Botham, they've been injured. But anyway, they are in, and there's nothing like learning at the deep end. And Ireland away is the ultimate deep end. A change that Gatland has resisted is starting the young Mason Grady, maybe on the wing. I mean, he is a serious beast of a player and surely starts a not far away. I don't think Adams or Dyer are absolutely nailed on, so I don't see a problem having Mason Grady start a game. There have been calls for Will Rowlands to start instead of Adam Beard in the second row to partner the young captain Dafford Jenkins. Will Rowlands, incidentally, he wears the Lifting Giants lifting supports, which are the sponsor of these Six Nations videos. 10% off with the code RugbyAnalyst10 for the duration of this Six Nations if you want to get hold of a pair. More youngsters that Gatland has stuck with. Cameron Winnett, the fullback, sticking with him, his third cap in a row now, and he looks to be gathering experience very nicely without looking out of his depth, which is good for Wales because they needed a replacement for Liam Williams, for Lee Halfpenny, and it does look like he is the one. Changing Elliot D to start over Elias looks to be the right call. His throwing was better against England than in the first game. And that back row, Wainwright, Raffel, they've been going pretty well, and they're going to have to be right on top of their game because Ireland play quick ball. They clear out the ruck probably better than any other team, so Raffel and co need to slow it down. But I do think Wales are going to fight fire with fire. They've looked best when they've played really, really fast, but of course they're going to have to balance that with playing in the right areas. So can they make a contest of this? I don't think anyone expects Wales to win. Obviously they're going to go for it, but do you expect them to win? I think if they do make it a really strong contest and keep it nice and close, I think this young team will grow in experience and get better and better. But what do you expect from that team? Is that the selection that you'd have wanted? Comments below, and I'll catch you next time.